Welcome back, everyone, to D&D. Last session, you came upon the town of Amberfront and were immediately pulled into the Dusk Realm. After going into the Dusk Realm, you found the embodiment of a curse, and a few of you decided to take a ride on its tentacles back into your material plane. I believe that was um, Curator and Finrick. I don't remember if Royal
Nope.
did.
It was Royal in Finwick.
Ah, Royal and Finrick.
I made the suggestions to do it, but I am not committed yet.
Okay.
Said after the session then that you were going to try and contact Zinfield,
Yes.
telling him what's going on.
Since I'm just sitting and having a nice chat with Curse.
Yep.
I am going to start off with Curator. What are you doing?
Waltzing over to Zenfield and letting him know the fuckery we decided to do.
I don't remember the kind of note that we left off on during my little conversation. I do know that I was supposed to be teaching the guy about the planes and telling him about the abyss.
I thought you convinced him to go there. You were just going to show him
Not
how.
go there. No, just eating the souls.
Well, that's what I
there.
mean, like the tentacles there.
Yeah, but he physically would still be here.
Yeah, well, tentacles corporeal through fucking land and space, so.
Yeah, from what I remember, you were teaching him how to get there, or get to the point where he could send his tentacles or whatever.
Curator, I want you to make a Arcana check.
Let's say Arcana saving throw. That's a new one.
Huh.
Right,
Was on
give
high.
me a second. I can't fucking see shit right now.
Have you tried opening your eyes?
Unfortunately, they are open. You said Arcana? I am expertise in it.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
Okay. $25?
That succeeds by a fair margin.
I have a plus 15 to the roll.
As you approach Zinfield and the beast curse, you notice what flickering and what looks like momentary tears, and your vision begins to blink a little bit, and through the tears you can see that the curse is staring directly at you with a large gaping grin. But when the tears dissipate, it would appear that it is staring at Zinfield and talking to him.
Great. Giant embodiment of a curse is looking at me with a happy face. That's just what I wanted to hear. Blissful ignorance is not an option anymore. Awesome.
Clearly, it just ensures everyone's presence.
Kazi, I want you to roll Arcana.
I need a shit.
Alright. I have advantage through my class.
All right,
So,
go ahead.
actually, I'll use 2 different d20s. I rolled 2 3s.
Oh,
so that's a total of 4.
He rolled a 5 and a 7, and he still beat you though. So
Yep.
everything seems normal to you.
All right. So I guess I'll assume that I'm still just teaching him things
Yep.
and explaining.
Uh,
I can't believe I rolled 2 threes.
I mean, considering how many ones we saw rolled the last couple times.
well, so far,
Hey, I got I got that one miraculous nat 20 that let me go into the real world again.
um,
And also the one that let me believe that I was I was plunging down in the air.
the uh, the quack. You came out on the other side and immediately got thrown on top of a child. Did you not?
Yes, I healed that child and then started punting the parasites.
Um, the the child has decided that it is going to try and assist you in punting the parasites.
See, it's fun.
Uh, Royal, what are you doing?
I was trying to find something that could theoretically work as an area of attack spell that wouldn't kill the child.
Oh, you don't want to kill another kid?
No,
That's fair. Okay. So you're in deep thought, contemplation.
wait, hold on. No, not my character.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, wait, no. You said they're like really, really small, or
They're
what?
like the size of a football or a small dog.
I swear it was the football part that got me to punt the parasites, not the small dog
They
description.
they also kind of look like a football.
Do you think I could like just swing at them with my greatsword and hit multiple at once?
That's
Does your
interesting,
great
sweet.
sword does your great sword have cleave on it?
No, but that doesn't necessarily mean I can't cleave with it.
This is what I'll
That's
have you do.
true.
I'll have you roll the hit, and then to try and hit the next one, I'll have you roll the hit with disadvantage. And for every one that you,
Does 21 hit?
yes, uh, every new one, you're going to have another round of disadvantage.
The continually furthering disadvantage.
So, like, the second one, you'll have disadvantage. On the third one, you'll have double disadvantage. On the next one, you'll have triple disadvantage. So on and so forth. Until you miss or lop off your own leg.
Didn't you say their AC was like 4 or something?
It's 5.
I feel like the incredibly increasing disadvantage is also included in the shit. I already rolled that.
Okay.
God damn it! I can't find the second thing. God damn it!
Ah, my ear.
Sorry. Uh, you know, fuck the. Uh, the actual roll for damage, I did 12 damage to the first enemy.
Okay, it basically explodes.
And I just start punching them.
Yeah, you can punch them too.
I'm gonna do that instead of deal with them.
Okay. Um, 17 of them. Swarm, Royal.
I want to fly that.
You're gonna use a reaction to try and fly?
Wait, hold on. How close is the child to my character?
Say that again?
How close is the child to my character?
You are not close to the child. You and Quack are in like separate parts of the dock.
Are there any other people like within 30 feet of me?
30 feet? No.
Alright, can I use sickening radiance like where I'm at?
Sure.
Wait, no. You keep why do you keep doing that?
Is D&D Beyond being a pain in your neck?
Not necessarily D&D Beyond.
Okay.
If I use my breath attack, would the like lightning chain between the creatures?
It would just cover whatever is inside the area of effect for your breath attack, which for you, I believe, is like a 10 by 20 cone, right?
Uh,
Or cylinder?
5 by 30 cylinder. So if I fly up
Okay.
and look down and shoot it, would it hit the majority of the creatures?
No, so the length is 30 feet. It'd be like shooting an arrow 30 feet, except it hit everything in that 30 feet. So it's long and skinny. If you shot straight down, you'd hit like one. Basically chains in a straight line for 30 feet. Like a railgun.
That's cute. I want. I'm. I don't want to use any of my area attack spells because I've only got um.
I'm gonna give you like another minute to figure out what you're doing. Otherwise, I'm gonna say your character just froze up.
Can I fly up 30, 40 feet?
Yep.
40 feet.
Is it 30 or 40, buddy?
40 feet.
Yeah.
Now I should be out of the way of sickening radiance. Can I cast that on the ground?
Yep.
Okay, it has a 30-foot radius.
Okay. Do you roll to hit, or does it just hit everything?
Uh, It's a Constitution save of 18. I'm pretty sure you cut the damage in half if they succeed, and I did 27 damage with it.
Okay, so they all just die
He's
because they only have 1 hit point. So
Explosion.
kaboom.
right, Hunter.
Do I make it to Zelize? Zenfield, sorry. Without this thing smiling further at me?
I want you to. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna fail this. Not 20. I'll take it.
All right.
Gonna fail this. Nat 20. Yeah.
No, you don't reach Zenville, but what you do is realize that you are running in place and you're not actually moving.
Great.
You broke through part of the illusion. All right. Is there anything else you wish to do with turn?
Is there anything else I can do with my turn?
I don't know. You tell me. I just tell you what you do, how it turns out.
This might backfire on me. I'm going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
You let me double check that, and then I always get like the wording mixed up.
I was going to copy paste it for you.
So, you do sense the presence, and the, you are completely enveloped in what seems like the essence of a fey and or an aberration.
How lovely. Not only are we in the Dust Realm, but there's 2 other bullshits to deal with. Oh, there goes my action. I don't think I could do anything else. At least not until the next turn, where I'll attempt some fuckery and see what happens.
All right. So, Zenfiel, it is your turn. The creature
I mean, okay, go ahead.
stops momentarily. Say, can I get your name?
I guess I will stand up and say, or introduce myself as Zinfiel.
Thank
And
you.
what's yours?
Quick. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Did you just give your name to a fae?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, I have no reason to believe that he's a fae. He very much looks like an aberration. I have proficiency.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Let's try using 2 dice again. That worked so well last time. I got a natural 1 and a 4. So
Oh.
that puts me at 13 as my wisdom save.
He rolled
Because I have a +9.
he rolled a 2 and a 5, which gives him
Mm.
a 14.
Oh
Oh,
my!
man. So he beats me by 1.
It grins at you and says, I am Zinfeel.
Oh no!
Mm.
I should have went back with the other two.
I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
All right, I have proficiency.
All right, go ahead.
This time I got a 24.
You fail.
Oh, wow. What did you roll? A natural 20?
You rolled a 19, and that's
What's
before
his
his
absurd
bonus.
modifier?
Yeah.
I think him and me has the same modifier.
He rolled a 5 and got a 14. So
Yeah, that's a +9. Same as my +9 when I got a 4.
fair enough.
You guys do indeed have the same modifier.
Mm.
Okay. You are unaware of what just happened.
Huh?
And you are unaware of the fact that you are no longer aware of who you are.
Oh,
Mm.
great!
Hold on a second. And the grim psychometry doesn't really do anything for me?
Let me look real quick.
I'd have to, or it does say that I'd have to make a intelligence or a history check to recall information.
What? But if it's like okay. Sorry, I was answering a question. Get the thing. I will let you choose whether you make uh, whether you want to use the skill or not.
Well, we're talking about how I am unaware, so I guess no. If there would be some reason why I would be suspicious, then I could, but I guess I don't have any reason to be suspicious.
All right.
I guess I'll ask how old he is, though.
Let me see. Oh, quite old. How old are you?
Hmm, that's a strange question, because I'll pull out a dice and I'll tell them that I rolled this, and I am. It has some nifty tricks. You want to try rolling it?
I just. I would like to observe you rolling it.
All right, I'll go
Nice
ahead and
try.
roll it. Assuming that you're willing to roll it after I do.
I will if you.
All right, I'll go ahead and roll it.
Is that your resizing die?
Yeah.
Okay, what did
I
you
mean, I'm
roll?
not lying to him.
That's fair.
Is it a 1d6 or?
Yeah, it's a
I don't remember.
1d6.
Okay. I rolled a 2.
Oh, great. You are now small.
Oh wait, it wasn't the die. It was that one plaque thing that broke. I forgot. Oops. I guess I did lie without realizing I did.
You,
Anyway,
you turn small. You are now the size of a small creature.
I'll turn to him and say, "See,
It has nothing to do with your age. But as I
I never
agreed, I
said it.
shall roll.
I never said that age was the only thing. I just said it had some nifty tricks."
This is true. He rolls a 6 and becomes significantly larger.
Wow.
And now he can't see you.
Now, Quack and Royal.
Yes.
On your end, tentacles are coming through and ripping people apart.
That red seems way more entertaining.
Huh.
The ends of
I
the
mean, if it
tentacles are
wasn't for me
opening up.
getting,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if it wasn't for me getting outrolled by 1 each time I roll a die,
I know.
I might
This is
actually.
comical.
I mean, this isn't even the first time. This is like the 3rd session in a row that this has happened.
And this
Anyway,
time
go
I
ahead.
actually have video proof of it. Not that I think you guys would doubt me, but for our listeners.
Fair enough.
I
Um,
mean,
I guess I will attempt to grab onto one and get pulled back into the, the scrum.
are you kidding me?
Okay. So, to finish, the ends of the tentacles are opening up into mouths full of razors and what looks like rotating saws as they pull people in and mist gets shot out all directions. And Quack goes to grab one. Quack, roll, roll, roll to hit.
As grappler, do I get advantage?
Sure, why not?
I don't think this is something
To
well.
clarify, I'm trying to grab onto the sides of them,
Mm-hmm.
not the front.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that's what you're gonna get.
Just like an unarmed strike roll.
Yeah, sure.
Technically, since you just said you were aiming, you're supposed to have disadvantage making it a straight roll.
I got a
Technically.
24.
Oh, sweet. You totally like would have made contact if you didn't phase through it.
Huh. I guess it's a little too late to add that I want to try to do inflict wounds. I guess I'll try thinking really hard about going back to the Dusk Realm. I will
want-
believe so hard.
This
roll,
worked so well the last time.
roll intelligence for me real quick.
Okay. I got a
Great roll, buddy.
I got a non-natural 1.
Ah, yes. Your head hurts and you are now immobilized for a turn.
Immobilized or prone?
Immobilized. You're thinking so hard your head
Okay.
hurts.
Okay.
All right.
Them gears are steaming.
Royal, what are you doing?
So everything's just hell right now, from what I understand.
Everything's on fire.
I don't know what I could realistically do. I'll try setting one of them on fire with sacred flame.
You're using Sacred Flame?
Yes,
Okay. On one of the tentacles or on some of the parasites?
parasites.
Okay.
There's
Roll
a
the
swim.
hit, I guess.
It's a dex save of 18.
Oh, they fail. Let me make sure they don't roll natural 20. Okay, yeah, they fail.
They
Um,
have that bad a negative modifier?
Yes.
um, 17 damage, radiant damage.
They die.
Yeah, it has flame in the name, but it does, from what I understand, purely radiant damage, but because it had flame in the name, I was hesitant to use it on the creature itself since it can eat fire, from what I understand. Or the things it was eating appeared similar to fire.
Ah, I understand.
I can't hear you.
I said, yes, I understand. Now, do you do anything else?
Um, can I see Captain Crack?
You
Or
can see Captain Quack.
was it? What was his name? Captain?
Captain Quack is currently trying to hug a tentacle that he's phasing through.
I would tell him he should probably not do that.
And then after he goes to hug the tentacle, he just kind of sits there and freezes.
The dial-up tone is playing.
Yep.
On a shot move, damn it. Can I shot that?
Can you what?
You can, it
Cow.
doesn't do anything.
I'm trying to use my shouting at Quack to get him to move. Oh wait, he's immobilized. Is he immobilized because he's focusing on thinking?
Yes. Roll performance.
Yay. $22.
That's good enough. Quack, you are broke out of your dial-up tone, and you are no longer brain broken for the next turn.
Oh, okay.
Do you choose to move this round, Royal, or are you staying in place?
I'm gonna go like fly above him. I'm gonna be flying above him.
Okay. All right, Hunter.
Yes.
What are you doing at the moment?
I'm about to fuck around and find out I cast Dispel Magic.
You cast Dispel Magic?
I cast Dispel Magic.
At what level?
3 for now, and see what I have to roll.
I'll check for you. I told myself years ago one day I'd just remember a lot of this stuff, and I still don't.
Yeah, it's 10 plus the spell's levels the DC I have to beat.
All right. I want you to roll.
Okay, I use my spellcasting modifier for Artificer. It's an Artificer spell.
Mm-hmm.
No, in the tray. Okay. If this fails, I think we're fucked. 23.
Well, considering there's nothing that high of a level spell.
Yeah, most you'd have to roll a 19.
Yeah, so you succeed.
I rolled an 18 plus 5. What did I break? And what did I just piss off?
I mean, maybe you broke nothing.
Oh.
God's mad at you.
Now, it wants you to choose a creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Okay,
It does
can
say
I
magical
target the
effect.
illusion that I am aware of?
Yes.
Then that is what I target.
You are standing on what looks like a swarm of worms that are moving under your feet, making you unable to move.
I wish there's still an illusion. I don't think I can cast anything else. I don't have any bonus action spells. Unless the worms do damage to me, I can't do much else.
They do not do damage. So it would have been awesome.
Yeah, for me, because I would have hellish rebuked the motherfuckers. Anyway, that is all I'm capable of doing, is I dispelled the illusion I was under effect, I guess. Awesome. There's worms.
Well,
Vicious.
the illusion that you were under, would be like across, like for everybody, I would think. But
Would it break for anyone else as well? Or is it
because
just me?
it's the effect itself, not
Yeah.
it's not like a localized immunity.
So,
So
Kazi, I want you to roll perception for me.
Oh god, and he's sitting on the ground.
perception, I have a proficiency.
Go ahead.
All right, gonna roll 2 dice again.
Please tell me you
Alright,
rolled
so
a double
7.
digit.
My highest roll was a 7, plus 9 is 16.
Okay, that's high enough. You needed to roll 15 or higher. You
I
do,
beat it by 1.
This trend
I
is
can't
going.
roll higher than. I'm not rolling higher than 10. Apparently, I don't know what it is the past few sessions.
Change your
But-
dice out for a bit, bud.
I'm using 2 different dice from 2 different sets.
okay. So you notice that you are moving towards the curse, and do you notice in like your lower peripheral vision that the ground seems to be moving?
All right.
And if you look down, you notice that you're standing on a swarm of the worm-like substance.
It's still Hunter's turn, though, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
We can't do anything else. Not until next turn,
I love my wings.
and that shit's getting crispy.
So are you saying your turn's over, Hunter?
That is the end of my turn.
Kaze!
I guess I'm gonna look down and kind of jump startled, like, what the fuck is that?
Some friendly banter.
Can I deception check him?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Where do I want to roll for that? Is it deception, insight, investigation, perception?
Oh, deception or insight, I'll let you choose.
Well, I have proficiency in insight, so I'd like to use that one.
Go ahead.
All right. Holy shit, I rolled above a 10. 17 plus 9, 26. And this is where he rolls a natural 20.
Oh, no. You had to beat his 15. Oh.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
And since we have the same modifier, I rolled higher this time.
yeah, he's lying out his ass.
I don't think I can believe you. As I start
Wait.
moving away from him.
The
Wait.
worms are preventing you from moving.
Wait,
Every
who?
step that you take, they move you the opposite direction, the same amount.
Who lied? Was it
The curse about
Oh,
the
the curse.
worms.
The curse lied, not the Fae.
Huh? Not the
The
who?
curse is the Fae, I'm pretty sure. It's two-sided.
I guess I will also test him by asking if he can spell Zenfeel for me.
Because Fae aren't. Normally, Fae aren't supposed to be able to lie.
No, not normally. But if they're fused with or crossbred with or otherwise, then they can be deceitful. Very, very deceitful.
I mean, they're not
Okay.
harmful to him. So,
He might not be lying.
Huh?
He is probably saying it's truthful to him. Play on words.
Yep. I never asked in terms of who, but yeah, I'll go ahead and ask him to spell Zenfeel so I know
I
how
need
to.
I need to know the exact wording that you're using.
As far as how I'm asking him to spell it.
Yeah, what does your character actually say?
Real quick, could you, or would you go and spell Zenfeel? Or spell your name Zenfeel for me?
Why, of course. Well, he wrote it. He did spell it.
Well, did I see him write it?
No.
I mean, yeah, I guess. And I'm assuming that's all the talking I can do for a turn. So I guess that I will go and use Earth Tremor on the worms beneath me.
Okay.
It does not say that I have to be on Earth in order to use it.
Does it
It just
do
has an
any
extra
form
effect.
of damage?
Blunt or bludgeoning damage, yes.
Okay.
If they fail a dex save.
The worms
With
will
14.
immediately retreat on any damage taken.
Alright. And it's an AoE 10 feet in a radius around myself. So like my square plus 10 feet
So you
in
have
every direction.
10 feet around you, every direction of clear terrain.
Alright.
That's not
And
very
like I said,
accommodating to your guest.
I mean, were they my guests or yours? Anyway,
Now,
yeah.
Quack, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to think into the desk realm again.
Oh no, God!
Roll intelligence.
Do I get advantage because I know not to do the same thing I did the first time?
Um,
The same thought process.
do you have an intelligence of 8 or higher?
No.
No.
Ouch! Oh! I feel bad for you. That hurt me.
Oh, come on! I got the exact same roll.
I don't think you're allowed to go to the dust realm, sir.
I did the exact same train of thought.
You got caught back in the same loop, and you are now dumbfounded with the dial tone of broken brain.
Beep. You just flatlined.
All right.
Oh my
Well, I
God.
guess Royal, what are you doing?
Do I see this happen again where he just freezes?
Yeah,
Um,
he like
With-
jerks out of his stupefied state and then just goes right back into it.
no, I'm gonna try to break him out of it again. Trying to think of what wording I want to use. Oh, there's specific wording I want to use.
I mean, you could just walk up to them, shake them,
Yeah, but I want
and
it to
call it
be,
good.
I want it to be an insult. So. I say, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt that it is. Wait, no, this is combat, right? I can't say a lot during combat.
Yeah. You have an allocated amount of time to talk.
Maybe, yeah, I don't wanna.
You have
I'ma
like
just ask, what are you doing?
roll performance.
I'm gonna be like right in his ear about this.
Okay.
10.
Whack.
Yes.
I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I got an 18.
Sweet, you have resisted Royal trying to snap you out of your days.
Well, could he willingly just fail it?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It,
Because it's not like I'm aware it's happening.
yeah, if he was aware, I'd say yes. But
I mean, even with spells like scrying, the person that you can scry on can willingly fail it, and they won't
Yeah, but
necessarily know that you're scrying on or trying to scry them.
I assume you get some kind of weird feeling that you're being scryed on, and that's how you can choose to fail it.
like that feeling
Maybe.
of being watched, even though you know you're completely alone in your room at night, but
I
you
mean,
swear to God, the closet has got eyes.
that that's like before they go and start scrying though. It's like at the beginning they would get to. Well, anyway, whatever. You're old now, so
Can I punch him?
Yeah, you can punch him.
I can punch him now.
Do you resist being punched, Quack?
I'm immobilized.
You just hit, Royal.
Alright.
Unless you roll a natural one, you're hitting.
I want to just assume that I'm so immobilized that he can't even move me, so it's like he's punching a concrete wall.
Oh, you rolled 4 for his damage. Oh,
I'm assuming that's bludgeoning.
yes. Quack. Well, when he hits you, I want you to roll your wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
9.
Oh man, your train of thought has been broken, and now you're aware of your surroundings again.
Ow.
Please practice what you're
rude.
advantaged at.
All right. Hunter.
Are the worms still stopping me from moving now that I'm aware of them?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm going to summon my cannon on my left shoulder in the shape of a flamethrower.
All right.
Time to start burning! Do the worms have a deck save?
There. You were something tried to counterspell you and failed miserably.
It's not a spell.
No,
It's a craft.
it's something still tried to counterspell you and failed miserably. So miserably, you're aware of it.
Oh. Oh my. That bad?
Yeah, they rolled a 1.
Oh my. I feel slightly bad for the Fae. Not. Time to burn some worms.
Okay.
Do they have a deck save?
No, technically not.
Okay, then I guess I'll just roll damage.
Oh. Any amount of damage that you do will cause the worms in that space to disperse. So,
Well, it's a 15-foot cone,
okay. All the worms in a 15-foot cone disperse.
including the ones near my feet.
Yep.
Awesome. Then I guess I'm going to be walking towards Zenfield this way, burning my path to him.
Okay.
15 feet at a time.
Yeah.
Still better than not at all.
That sounds like a Hollywood scene.
I have other options. I could just straight up fireball as well and make this go quicker.
Well, you can only really go. I mean, how quickly do these worms retract? Do they retract within 1 turn? Because then it's only worth it to clear out your maximum movement speed.
Um.
Do they come back at all, or are they just staying away from me now?
They come
mean-
back after a turn.
Okay, so I basically just have to keep burning my path to him. All right. How much space would Firebolt clear, you think?
A firebolt would clear a single tile.
So 5 foot square? So I could theoretically move 20 feet per turn. Alright.
I like to think that Hunter looks like this walking through the fire.
Is that your turn, Hunter?
Yeah, it took my action to make the cannon, so.
Kazi, it's your turn.
All right.
Do I have any other
I
mad
guess
aliens?
I'll ask why he decided to be a smart aleck and not spell out his name like I had, or I implied that I would like him to.
I don't know what kind of tricks you may be plotting, but what is it that you want?
I mean, I was just wondering how I'd be able to go and tell others your name to try and find you again after I leave.
Uh, persuasion.
Have I really?
Roll
All right.
persuasion.
Persuasion. All right. I rolled a 12.
Oh, you succeed. Okay.
Have I really been that or proven myself to be that untrustworthy to you?
Suppose that is true. He spells out Ezekiel before you.
All right. Can I tell that it's spelled the same way as what's on my character sheet?
Yes.
Okay, because I know you can make a Z sound with a Z and an X. So that would have been my test. All right.
What is one such as yourself doing here?
You know, that's a very good question. I fell down a very black hole. And I was just trying to get home. You seen you eating my people and was very much against that.
So would you
So
say you're
oh,
trying to save your home?
that would require me knowing the state that it's in. But I will take a mental note of how his name was spelt.
Roger that. He failed his own roll. You took your name back.
Wow, that was unintentional.
Ugh.
So I suddenly remember who I am again
Yes.
Does that click with him?
without realizing I just forgot who I was.
Mm-hmm.
Does it click now with him that he's Fey-oriented or no?
I don't see why I would even question it at the moment.
The realization of what your name is after you forgot it kind of thing? Wouldn't...
I didn't realize I forgot it.
Yeah, he doesn't realize he
I guess
forgot
that's
it.
fair.
Yeah.
I have no, like, if he asks me again, I'd have no reason not to tell him my name again.
This is gonna, well, I guess if you stall for enough time, I'll get to you.
Let me see. Hunter and Kazi, I want you both to make wisdom saving throws real quick.
Alright, I have proficiency.
Go ahead.
I hope 18's good enough.
I actually find that really funny that I had intentionally just stole my
Your identity back.
Like, that is comical.
Hunter, you
Yep.
fail.
Oh,
I
18 wasn't high
rolled-
enough?
Nope.
Damn.
I rolled a 27. I rolled an 18
Wait,
plus 9.
You succeed. Hunter, you're stuck in time warp.
I'm a what?
You're stuck in a time warp.
What's that even supposed to be?
He
I'm fucked.
he basically loses a turn without losing a turn.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Time
It-
essentially freezes for
So-
me.
It's essentially a stun then.
It's
mechanically
more
speaking.
like because you succeeded, you gain a turn.
I mean, I pretty much told the one thing that I plan on leaving, and that I would look for him later. So, I guess I'll be trying to leave.
I'm still interested in this other place to eat.
The Abyss?
Yes.
What else is there that
Yeah.
you want to know?
My God, he's just going along with this. Okay. Oh,
I'll turn around and I'll be willing to explain some more.
oh, what would you like in exchange for the information?
I'm fine with you just not eating my people. The people from my home. As long as you don't eat them, I'm perfectly fine.
Apparently, he's totally cool with this. Okay.
The peaceful ending question mark?
Holy shit. He rolled the same thing twice. Yeah.
Hey, join the club.
So Royal and Quack, Tentacle, stop eating people for a minute. And if I can't eat in this abyss, I may have to return. But would you be willing to come with me?
To where?
The abyss, of course.
I mean, I still have to check on the things in my town, but assuming that everything gets squared up, I wouldn't mind going with you and trying to find a healthy alternative.
Willing to shake on it?
I would like to do an insight check because this is the first time that he's actually asked for something more than my word.
Go ahead and roll.
All right, I have a proficiency.
Go ahead.
That would be an 11. I said insight?
Yeah.
So that would be a non-natural 20.
All right. This seems to be because it is a two-sided deal. And he seems genuine.
A two-sided deal. I'm not sure. Hold on, let me Google what two-sided really means. I mean, I guess that I'd have to add in the stipulation that um, I'd need well, I don't have a method of dimensional travel. So I would need to make sure that I'd have a method, a reliable method of getting back to, well, my home. Actually,
Oh my
I
god.
am a little torn. I'm a little torn because as a blood hunter, I'd want to go and murder them, and they die permanently there. But at the same time, I'd be a solo blood hunter in a dimension full of enemies. So, I'm actually torn. I think I think I'll actually end up having to turn him down because the way that I imagined my character is more of an obligation to the town. So
So, from what I understand, uh,
I'll hesitate and pull my hand back, saying that I can't actually promise to leave Amberfront for an extended period of time.
you would just be taking me to the abyss.
But I would also not really have a way back, and my particular group is very much enemies of the abyss. So chances are very good I'd be ripped to shreds by their sheer numbers.
I could return you upon arrival.
Hmm. You are making this very difficult, Toxic.
It's he like I rolled again to see if he was going to try and convince you more in a way that's like schemy towards his favor, or if he was going to legitimately try and like trickle in more favor towards your side to get you
Mhm.
to agree to the deal. And the dice say that he was going to try and do something more towards your favor.
Hmm. I guess that if you are willing to ensure my well-being and safety, I don't mind taking you to the abyss, assuming that I am able to come right back so that I can take care of my obligations in Amberfront.
Hmm. So it's a deal. And he holds his hand out towards you again.
All right, I'll shake.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. I have proficiency.
Go ahead.
Actually, this isn't my D20. I almost tried using a D10. That would have went real well. That would be another non-natural 20. I rolled
Okay.
an 11 plus 9.
So, upon making physical contact with the curse does not transfer to your body.
Oh, so that's one I would have actually wanted to pass.
Um,
Can I use Grim Psychometry now?
yes.
Now that I've made physical contact?
Yes.
right. So do you want me to make the one roll, or do
Yeah.
you just have like a vision that you want to give me, or any information, or what?
I accidentally closed my tab.
Shame on you.
Uh,
You should know that I always have some sort of shenanigans. I just need things to go my way for a minute or two.
I want you to make a history check.
Okay. Let's see. What do I have for history? I have a advantage on history
Go ahead.
through my class. All right. Phew, I rolled an 18 plus. Where was history again? 18 plus 1 is 19.
All right. So you get a vision from the past. You see stockades full of children and cultists are ushering the children into a large sacrificial circle.
Oh my. Can I tell what kind of cultists? Like who they belong to?
Roll history one more time.
Can I use the advantage?
Yes.
All right. Oh, I got a natural 20
Oh,
plus
sweet.
9 plus 9. Oh, wait, no, plus 1. So that's a total of 21, but a natural 20.
Terrible, terrible jackass. You might have heard of him before, but his name's Tyrael.
Oh, okay.
They're his cultists.
That he hasn't killed yet.
Yeah. So they are using the children to experiment in making new aberration and creations to use in his war. And
Would I be able to tell where they are? Like how recent or whatever? Basically, indirectly trying to find. Actually, I'd be kind of metagaming a little bit, but I guess that I would still want to kind of know where it would be, just so that I could find where the cult is or has been.
Lila.
So me as a player, I kind of want to know at like what point he created this thing.
Okay. Hold on. You gotta give people privacy. Give me the tray. That. Okay. So this was fairly recently. Like the 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 innocence
No,
that
no.
you initially gleamed from the curse is
Yeah.
probably due to its lack of um like
The the question though, was whether or not I could tell where that cult was doing the sacrifice.
um
As
well
as a player, I'm curious to see if I can use that as a reference to find out when. But my character would also
stop.
want to know where they were doing it, so that he could potentially track them down and or find them.
Yeah, does Zinfield know about the whole wish incident?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so
He doesn't even know of this Tyrael person. So he knows of the cult and who they worship, but he doesn't know Tyrael.
I think this campaign is going to turn into pre and post wish incident.
it is, but hold on. You're absolutely right. I have an announcement at the end of today's session, but let's concentrate on right now.
Yep.
Okay. So, it is taking place in a city called Thule. You may have heard of it. It's the
I'm not,
capital of land over the seas.
all right, hold on a second. Let me type this out. You said it was just children?
Uh, I I was getting to more, but
Oh, my bad.
it's
I
okay.
did cut you off.
Um,
Children in what then?
creating a sacrificial circle. In the middle of the sacrificial circle are 3 hags. I assume you know what hags are.
There's many, but yeah.
Um, and you see them binding twine around the necks of all the children, and they throw a loop from the twine around the necks of the hags, and they utter some kind of enchantment, and the twines all go from loose to tight, suddenly decapitating all the children, the hags at once, and their bodies fall down and meld together into your friend that you're currently talking to.
You know, I'm actually not too sure which hag this would be, unless it was like a green hag. Because it's definitely not a night hag. I forget what the other ones are. I had the most interest when I was learning about hags in the night hag as like one of my main hags I don't ever want to encounter, and the green hag, which is kind of just a sour lady that makes deals and yeah.
Well, they sacrificed 3 hags along with the children.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know of many, if any, hags that would go and willingly just sacrifice themselves.
No, the hags
Though
weren't
there
doing
was,
it, the cultists were.
oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. And I guess that might indicate that would be something similar to the green hag, since the aberration is fey, part fey. So anyway, that's the entirety of the vision.
Yes.
Uh, it was 3 children and 3 hags.
No. No, it was like
Oh, okay. As many.
300 children and
Oh,
3 hags.
dang, that was a big circle.
Yeah.
Now, the thing with the hags, though, is that there could be any number of different types. Like they, they are a very diverse, like, species.
If you want, I'll let you roll, see if you can identify the different kinds of hags.
I don't know. I don't really know hags. I think that with the exception of the Night Hag, all the other hags isn't necessarily evil. I think that the Green Hag would be borderline evil, but it's more of a like lawful neutral, I guess, or maybe lawful evil.
Yeah.
So I don't think that my character would be too interested, aside from maybe knowing about Night Hags. So if you want, I could roll to see if I know that one. Or, well, if you want, well, I'll roll to see if I know about Night Hags. How about that?
That sounds good.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
You can roll either history or survival. I don't care which one.
Well, I have a much better modifier for survival, and I have proficiency on top of advantage.
Okay.
So, can I have double advantage?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Uh, 14 plus 23.
One of them was a night hag.
Oh, one of them was. Okay, so they had different species in there. How do I want to include that in my notes? All right.
All right. So to everyone else, when Zinfeel clasps the curse's hand to make this deal, they both glow with a dark radiance. Oh, you can see
Wait,
this.
do me and Royal see this?
Yes, you see it through the plane.
Okay.
Oh,
I
you
think
like
my detect good and evil's still active.
no, you're fucking blind right now. Then, um,
I mean, the whole thing with blood hunters is that their whole thing is you fight evil with evil. So
Yeah, it's up to 10 minutes, so I am fucking blind as fuck. I'm closing my eyes right now.
oh yeah,
you
and
don't have eyes to close.
My
They-
receptacles!
so
Sorry.
like Quack and Royal, you like see the outline of Zinfeel and the curse out in the distance.
Wait,
And
is it far enough away we can tell Zinfeel is even with it?
they both are like radiating different colors, so technically, yeah.
Okay.
I think she's. I'm not sure. I can.
Um, so when you're done being blinded, Hunter, the curse and Zinfeel are just fucking gone.
So I'm just in the dust realm now?
Yes.
You're all by your lonesome.
Are the worms gone?
Don't worry, I
Yes.
can think us there.
Zinfeel, you have been whisked away on a quest to help this curse find the abyss.
Does that
All right.
technically clear our trial then?
Hold on, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
There's so many questions.
Royal and Finrick.
Yes.
You know that big hand that had the hammer?
Uh-huh.
It like comes out and it like goes to pluck something out of nowhere on the docks. And when it lifts its fingertips up, it just has a hold of Curator.
I wave.
Curator. You're still technically blind at this point when this part happens.
My eyes are still shut because I don't know if it's over yet.
And your detect good and evil is dispelled. Hey, what are you doing, child?
This is particularly funny because I'm pretty sure Toxic was actually pushing for us to fight the thing.
That would be correct, but it's okay.
The
Um,
fuckery has been done.
hey, sometimes the dice just don't want you guys to kill stuff.
It really
I mean-
didn't. Like, I was held back from like doing anything for so long.
I'll get it.
Yeah, even mine didn't. My D&D Beyond dice didn't. They didn't want me to go back to the Dusk Realm to start whooping ass.
Oh, you're given a. Hold on, I almost just skipped some shit. I'm getting lost with the child doing random stuff in the house.
Understandable.
Um, Elias.
Yes. I get another bombshell dropped on me.
You are placed with your party.
All right, pulling up that character sheet. Was not expecting to use this one.
I was about to say, you gotta make a third character sheet now?
Okay. Oh,
I
there
will
was
say that at the moment, Zelias is very much not mentally okay right now.
Everything's weighing on him now.
No, like he could murder a child if they said the wrong thing to him.
Lovely.
Like the trial he went through, boy oh boy. Though in a sense, he did pull one over on who he was talking with. I think.
you may never know. Anyways,
Probably not.
you are all now sitting at a mahogany table in mahogany chairs with mahogany floors, mahogany walls, with an
Is this DBZ abridged?
What?
no.
You should watch DBZ abridged on YouTube because the first like beginning of it is all about mahogany
Jesus Christ. Okay.
and
Um,
like the one like gateway deity that like orders all the souls to go to their locations just enjoyed saying the word mahogany.
okay, so where I
So
got it
anyway, yeah, go
is
ahead before I derail this anymore.
where I got mahogany specifically is my wife had gotten me body wash that smelled like mahogany wood. And
Oh,
I was going to take a shower after the session, and I really wished that I still had some of that body soap, but it is gone.
Oh, fair enough.
So that's where the mahogany came from.
Yeah, you kept saying mahogany. I was like, this has gotta be DBZ abridged.
No. Anyways, you're sitting at a table, a round table with all of you guys there. And because of one little trinket that one of you may or may not have that I completely forgot about for an extended period of time, in the middle of the table, sitting on a smaller chair, is Chimmy.
Oh, his horn!
You mean the chimney flute that got dispelled? Is that what you're talking about?
Nope.
Okay. The Pun of Power?
The pun of power.
Okay! I didn't know if that was where we're going with this.
Why, you guys did awfully good on your trial. I think so.
I want to murder a certain somebody.
I pull out the flute and I'm like, Timmy, your flute, it got broken.
Oh, it's okay. Jimmy gives you another one.
He just pulls another flute out of thin air.
Yep.
I love this little fucker.
Now, Jimmy doesn't think that this trial was very fair. Do you think it was a very fair trial?
In what respect? I was touched by worms the whole time.
It
I'm
doesn't.
gonna
Go ahead.
I'm gonna look at my hand real quick and see if I have that feather embedded in it still.
You do.
I would think I am actually gonna go ahead and put my hand on the table and actually go and position a dagger to go and chop it off.
Hold on. Just
On the hand
give
chopping or the
Daddy-
child?
Just give Daddy a
There's
minute.
no child.
No, my child. Lila,
Oh,
not right now. Give Daddy a little bit.
because I literally went and interacted with a feather in my trial where I put it somewhere to signify a certain person, and it got kind of embedded into my hand. So I very much don't want that.
Oh, no, that won't do. Chimmy'll take that, and the Chimmy just pulls a feather out of your hand.
Oh, thank you. I couldn't bear to have that fucking bitch still actually in contact with me.
Oh, of course. Now see, you have something that belongs to Jimmy, but it's okay.
I do. What
Wait,
belongs to
You
wait,
you?
mean the
hold
Pun
on.
of Powers belong to Jimmy?
I mean, we never had that explained, so Eliza's just gonna be puzzled.
I know about the legend of the Puns of Power from my travels. We had established that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'd be like, if do I realize he's talking about the Pun of Power that Elias has?
Roll intelligence.
Oh, if I get another 3, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I'll,
I'm gonna laugh.
I'll like grab like the
Okay, I got
tip
a
of
14.
the blade of like the dagger, and so that I'm handing the handle to him and say, "Is this it?"
Okay, Quack, you are so close. It's like on the tip of your tongue, but you don't got
Can I
it.
give him a +5?
It's too late.
Damn.
Okay. No. Jimmy's bracelet.
Oh, this.
Does that give me a big enough boost? Does that click it into place?
I will let you roll again.
I don't mind if you take
Can
it
I get
back.
advantage?
No.
I found this in like a oh, what's it called? Like
Nope, a
that
7.
sewage, like the man-made river? Or no, like a sewer tunnel.
Oh, Jimmy's items are all over the place. It just takes me a long time to get them back. But if
I mean,
people are using them, Jimmy can't just take them from them. They'll die eventually, and then Jimmy can have them back.
Well,
know, that's very fair. I would like to say that I'm expecting to live a long life, but after the course of the last like 2 months, I'm starting to think I'm not going to. So you will probably get back sooner rather than later.
Well, how does this sound? Jimmy will help you not die, and Jimmy gets his bracelet back.
That sounds good. I kind of can't take it off, so I've been kind of using it since it's there anyway, so
Can you put your
I'm more than
hand
willing
up
to give
for
it back.
Jimmy?
Sure, I'll give him the hand that the bracelet's on.
Jimmy stands up, and upon standing up, his little pair of trousers fall down, and he like catches them real quick, and he like it pulls them up, and he like waddles over to your hand, and he touches the bracelet, and it like pops off your wrist like a piece of popcorn, and it like shrinks down to fit the size of Jimmy's wrist. So it's like
Yep.
now it's like the size of a bean.
Oh, nice. I tried doing that, and I started literally peeling my own flesh.
Oh,
Tried to get it off.
Jimmy is so sorry about that. Sometimes they get a little attached.
It was
Is-
very attached, though. There was a few times it was very nice to have, though.
Does it click now?
Roll intelligence.
I got a net 20.
Yes,
That's
it
funny
clicked.
that equates to 18.
It,
I've never seen that.
you have a eureka moment.
Jimmy, you own the Puns of Power?
Yes, Jimmy made all the puns of power. But there were some very sad people out there that didn't know how to do things very good. So Jimmy let them have his puns of power for a little bit. But then they got lost because people don't know how to take care of things.
Well, I'm glad I at least got one back to you. I almost had a merchant try and take it from me, which is what prompted me to even put it on in the first place.
That would have been unfortunate because Jimmy didn't meet the merchant. Jimmy met you.
If I find one, I'll make sure to call you in, Jimmy.
Jimmy appreciates it. All right. Now, once those pesky gods leave you alone, you guys can go do things and clean up Salai's giant mess.
Oh, you saw that, did you?
It was a pretty big mess.
Wait, that's his mess?
Yeah, apparently. I guess it is.
I mean,
So,
it was also on the plate to go and take care of somebody else's mess that resulted in the clearance of an entire town.
So,
Yeah, just like a curator here.
I don't know what you're
because
talking about.
because Zelias gave Jimmy his bracelet back, Jimmy will put that mean old goddess in timeout, and you guys can do what you need to. How does that sound?
I just want to get my family back.
That sounds fucking cool.
Sounds like we have a lot more work ahead of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Henrik, your family is gone? Oh, that just won't do.
Just
Yeah.
all maps his fingers.
He holds his hand out. Give Jimmy a good high five.
Oh god. I'm going to choose to completely forget he has the bracelet on now, and I'm like, whole hand or just but I look at the size of his hand compared to mine. I'm like, whole hand or one finger?
Roll intelligence.
Oof. Oh my!
You're gonna give it. This is gonna be the best high five you've ever given.
I'm gonna
Of
switch
course.
Jimmy. Do I roll the hit?
Yes.
We're about to see what happens when guy hits mad celestial being.
12.
It's uncontested, so that hits. Now roll
Oh.
strength to see what kind of a high five you get.
Come on, nat 20.
You son of a bitch.
Yes! Yes!
You give Jimmy the hardest, most vigorous high five you've ever given, and you are immediately shot up to the ceiling and smash into the ceiling.
Into, not through?
I'm having some deja vu.
How much damage did that just do to him?
Captain Quack, if you were not being protected by Jimmy right now, you would take... Okay.
When the
35...
DM.
No. 34 damage.
That's not too
Not
bad.
as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Well, it's just bludgeoning damage. It's fine.
To a half wooden, half copper face.
I do want to try and convince Jimmy to have her go through something similar that I did and be judged by her peers and
She even
higher
have
ups.
peers?
She's only an intermediate god. There's
Oh,
greater and
yeah, I guess the
people above
greater
her.
and the higher up will do.
And have her go through trials like I had to.
Wait, peers are equals, not superiors.
Yeah, people around her and higher up. You guys started talking over me while I was saying it.
Okay, go ahead, Toxic.
You smash into the ceiling, and then the next thing you notice is you're sitting up on the bed of your ship, and you can hear your wife and kids talking on the deck.
Am I smart enough to even, like, possibly think that this could be an illusion?
Roll intelligence.
Roll intelligence.
It's gonna be like the rolling me for this campaign.
I got 9.
Oh, you just had to beat a 5. Oh. The thought does cross your mind.
I guess I have no real way to check if this is an illusion or not, though. I guess I will go and go above deck. You said they sounded like they were on deck?
Yes.
Okay, I will go up there and look.
You're on your fishing boat, and they seem just as surprised to see you as you are to see them.
Wait, why are they on my fishing boat?
Don't worry. You don't know.
They've like
Hey,
never
they're
been on my fishing
mutants
boat.
now.
Jimmy just fucking wazzle dazzle some shit, okay?
I look around to see where we might be. Like the navigation tools within me kicking in,
You're just
aka the compass.
you're just off the coast of where your house used to be.
Oh, so it's still not there?
Nope.
The portal isn't there still, right?
No.
Okay. I kind of scratch my head a little. I'm like, well, I guess I'm building us a new one.
Oh, you guys just see then Rick high five Chimney and blast into the ceiling, and then he's just fucking gone in a puff of smoke.
Did you just disintegrate him, Jimmy?
No, of course not. I gave him his family back. Jimmy doesn't disintegrate people. That's mean.
Understandable, it's just he went away in a poof of smoke, so I wasn't sure what happened to him.
I was very surprised by that too. So he had to leave to be with his family?
I guess he didn't. Hold on. Jimmy
Did you make sure you bring his family back with him?
Jimmy like puts his hand on the table, and Quack, you and your family fall through the ceiling onto a whole new set of chairs, and the table is now big enough to accommodate you, your wife, and your kids.
I forget. Did we say 2 or 3? I can't remember.
How many kids you had? You don't remember?
I don't remember how many we said when we created this character 5 years ago now.
I told you to
Roll
put
a
it in your.
1d6.
I told you to put it in your character sheet. Did you not
Well, you
put
can't-
it in your character sheet?
I believe it might be in here. I thought I did.
I keep remember you saying kids, so I assume it's more
I know
than
it's at
one.
least 2.
3. It is.
When the DM has to go back 5 years.
It is 3.
Oh, yep, there it is. It's in my description. I spelled it out instead of putting 3, so
Well, my notes say 3, so I'm assuming your character sheet also says 3 somewhere.
it does in the backstory.
Okay.
How do they react? Are they like screaming? I assume one of them at least is latching onto the cute mouse Jimmy and is like,
Apparently, your kids think it's hilarious, and your wife is slightly concerned.
Oh, there they are. That's what they look like.
I'm pretty sure I've showed you the picture.
Well, time has passed since then, I'm assuming.
Oh,
And kids grow up very quickly.
These are elven kids though.
Oh, Elvin? Okay.
Jimmy.
And
No,
to be
I
fair,
think that kids actually do still mature the same as human kids. It's just that as they get older, they start like
hold on, I think we're forgetting
physical
something.
trauma.
They were young
Hmm.
kids, almost 50 years ago when they washed up to shore. These kids are at least like 50 at this point.
Fair enough. Anyway, what were you saying, Toxic?
Shit. I don't remember.
Well, I'll go ahead and bring up the goddess thing and say that instead of giving her, or I'm not sure what you define as a timeout, but if I could make a request, could she go through a trial similar to what I had to go through among her peers and superiors.
Hmm.
I kind of would like her to have a taste of her own medicine.
Jimmy will talk to his friends about it.
Okay, thank you. That's good enough for me.
Now, Jimmy appreciates you giving his bracelet back. Do you need anything else before you go save the world?
It's the world we're saving? Wait, what?
Oh, shh. Jimmy didn't say anything. Just forget it.
It sounded like something rather important.
I'm
How
too
do I-
distracted by regaling my 50-year-old children
Jim-
about my travels.
Jimmy gets a little ahead of Jimmy's self. Royal,
Can I have
How do I-
another scroll of wish?
Royal and Curator. Jimmy hasn't seen you in a while either. How are you?
I'm good. How do I weaponize soul-eating s'mores? Can I?
Ooh, can Jimmy have us more?
It's a soul-eating s'more, but if I trust you, though, I'm gonna hand him a s'more.
Jimmy takes a s'more and it shrinks to fit his hands, and he takes a nibble of it. Hmm, Jimmy doesn't like that very much. Here you go. And he hands it back to you. But now it's like the size of like half of a bean.
Is it like an ant?
Yeah.
Mm, would you happen to have a way I could go and check on my friends?
Oh, Jimmy could do that. Hold on.
All right.
Jimmy pulls a mirror out and hands it to you.
All right. I'll take a look. And I get stabbed by a fetch.
Okay, so the mirror changes to accommodate your size, and you look through the mirror, and your two friends are you can see your two friends through the mirror, but when you look at them, two little checkbook falls on each one of them.
Checkbooks.
Yes,
Wow. I'm gonna check a little bit. And how are they looking? Like, are they
miserable.
looking normal? They're miserable.
They look normal, but they look absolutely miserable.
Am I able to tell where they are?
They seem to be in a dark room.
Is it like bars, or is it like a normal door?
It's like a circular room with brick walls all around. You don't see any doors or anything.
Hmm. I'm gonna ask Jimmy if he knows how I can find them.
Oh, of course. Um, you just go. He hands you a compass. You
Okay.
you follow the arrow.
All right. Perfect.
This whole questing
I owe
idea.
you one.
I want to say this whole questing thing sounds like something that my best friend would honestly really like to do. Can you bring him over here?
Hmm. What is your friend's name?
D&D.
Andy seems fun. I'll think about it. How does that sound?
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up with a smile, a genuine smile.
Okay. Jimmy looks over at Curator. How is Curator today?
Still contemplating what I'm supposed to do with myself now.
You can make things! And Jimmy throws
I
his
can.
hands up in the sky.
I can, but unfortunately I lost all my stuff.
Oh, we can get you stuff. Hold on. And Jimmy looks at you, closes one eye, and gives you a thumbs up. And to everyone else, you just poof in a cloud of smoke. And from where you're sitting at, you are now in a workshop with a bunch of dwarves and gnomes looking at you like you grew a foot out of your head.
Where the fuck am I?
I mean, I'm just gonna assume that he gave him what he asked for.
Where am I though? Is there a door? I'll poke my head out the door and know where the fuck I am.
You're in the Ironfall Industrial District.
Oh,
I knew
okay.
it. Where Greg and Greta used to work before I built them in.
Yep.
Well, hi. This is unexpected.
Well, if that's it, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and Jimmy will see you later. Don't forget to call me if you find more stuff or you just want to talk.
All right.
Okay.
Let me know if you need me to do anything. I do owe you one for this. Gonna
Okay.
hold up the compass and mirror.
Okay. Have a good day. Bye. And all of a sudden, all of you are sitting on the table that is in front of Curator.
Including
Oh,
my
this is where
family.
you are.
Yep, including your family.
Did any of the dwarves have a heart attack?
Also, your fishing boat is outside in the middle of the road.
I guess
We're
we'll
gonna-
convert it to an airship.
This is gonna take a lot of explaining, isn't it?
I guess
I'm
so.
just happy I have them back. Are we saying that they're like actually adults now? Or are we saying they're somehow even 50 years later still young children?
Oh no, they're adults and they have no idea what the hell's going on.
I feel you.
So were they still captured,
Yes.
or were they like complete? Okay.
No. They were imprisoned 1 second, starving and beaten, and then the next minute they're fully healed, no longer hungry, clothed, and on your ship.
Oh, I didn't know if like it was
And then fell
only.
through a hole into a
I
tree.
guess we did say they were in the house. They were, for some reason, my 50-year-old children are still living with me.
I don't even know what to do now.
I
mean,
guess
I
I
want
set
to
up.
go and check outside and see if everything's under attack or not.
You go to
I
go
mean,
outside, and there's a big ship in the way. A fishing boat.
Does anyone
Anyway, you want
wanna?
to take care of this?
Does anyone wanna help me turn this into an airship?
I'm not against
I-
this.
Is this
I
your
want-
boat? Whose boat is this?
Well, how big of a boat are we talking here? Because fishing boats are pretty pretty
So
big variety here.
it has a swan, a small swan figurehead because it's a fishing boat. It's not as big to have a proper sized swan, and it's got the Scarlet Swan written on the side.
I understand that, but how big of a boat are we talking? A 10-footer, 20-footer? Like, what are we working with here?
Well, I had a crew of me and 2 others, so I guess a 3-person. How big is a 3-person fishing boat? No.
You don't need a very big one for that.
Yeah,
wanna
maybe a
cast-
15-foot.
I want to cast levitate on it so that I can try and move it out of the way.
Well, before we continue, I'm going to end the session here. Now,
Mhm.
there's a couple things that I need to work out before we really continue the campaign. One, I would really like to get my meds worked out. They've been,
Of course.
with my doctor messing with my medications, it's been really hard to be creative. It's basically stunted my, like, It's supposed to stop me from going into like a deep depression, but it's also like stunted a lot of other things. Like I can't be overly happy anymore. It basically shackled my like emotional state. Period.
Oh.
Which has
Yeah, I felt that. That was I had that years ago, and we had to change it because I couldn't deal with that part
yeah.
anymore. I wanted to feel something, and we eventually worked out a decent balance.
So it's been really, really hard for me to prepare for our sessions. And I talked to Kazi about it a little bit, but um, I think I am going to need to take a break for a little while, at least until we work out or get close to working out my medication thing.
Do
So
what you got to do.
I am
Oh, yeah.
so if you guys want to try your hand at uh DMing and stuff like that, do some one shots, whatever, you know, uh, we can still get together and do stuff. It's just
The current
Pause
campaign
this.
is gonna have to be on like hiatus.
yeah, the current campaign's gonna have to go on hiatus for a little bit while I get that worked out. So
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I
That's actually part of why I started working on my own campaign
yeah.
as much as I have. So I was considering trying my hand at DMing also. So
Yeah.
So as a small aside, just imagine the fishing boat from Jaws.
Okay.
that was big enough for like 8 people.
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, but it's more of a medieval boat that doesn't have the like super compact creature comforts.
Yeah. I
Fair
mean,
enough.
realistically, this hiatus you need, Toxic, could be the time frame we need for me to build our group an airship. How's that sound?
I'm cool with that. It's
And we could, do
Assuming
the
assuming that the town is currently safe.
I would assume the guards were able to take care of whatever fuckery happened.
Well, I did request that Demi get revived, so he could probably have handled it. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a probability that it's been taken care of,
All,
especially since we're in the
all,
industrial district and they're not pulling knives on us immediately.
Yeah, they're not panicking,
all
they're actually
Demi.
working.
Well, we don't know what they're doing at the moment. They are stunned, but
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure
all
he said
Demi
they
would
were
have to
working.
do was literally laugh at them, and he'd probably have been able to kill them. So
Doesn't mean I think it'd be all right.
I can get those gems set in my stuff
I mean,
and maybe get my shit re-enchanted.
it sounds like I have a lot of work.
Hopefully Weebly's still alive. Oh, you know
I
what?
have
This is very much where the favor I owe Demi could come in. Because I have no reason to go to Thule and save everybody anymore. He
well,
could
I
pull
have
that.
like 3 directions that my character can go at the moment because he is still worried about the dungeon in Milan. He would like to go and take care of his friends now that he knows that they are alive. And then there's the whole apparently saving the world direction that Jimmy kind of went
Clapped on
and
us.
mentioned. Yep.
Which I completely missed in
Well,
Yep.
character.
I guess not necessarily the saving the world part, but he does know that he has a mess that he has to clean up with all the fiends and aberrations that came through the portals from all the sacrifices.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well,
That's. It sounds like you guys got a lot to think about between now and when we resume. But
Assuming I
yeah,
remember it all.
right. Thank you all
Sounds
so
like
much for joining me. And
Yep.
hopefully I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Explosion.
Also,